So now, again, I don't know if I remember about, if I don't, the best, and you just figure that you just read, you continue, you know, and this book is, it is in Hi guys, and welcome to a new video. For today's video I have my May wrap-up video. It is the beginning of June when I'm filming this, and I have not been able to film it before, so that's why I'm filming it today. But I want to tell you the books I read last month, because I read 6 books and I am very impressed because I thought I read like 2. Because I am very busy with uni and with Erasmus paperwork that I completely forgot the books I read last month. So when I was, writing down the books for this video, like writing a list of the books I read last month, I actually figured out I read 6, which is very good. I feel like normally my range of books, like the number of books I read each month is usually 6-7 books, and I figured out that if it's summer I read around 9 every month, which is a very good reading month for me. But 6 books is pretty good, I feel like. I'm very busy with uni and I'm here to tell you all about them, so sit down and get cozy, because I'm going to be telling you a bit of what those books are about, if I remember. I don't know if I remember everything about all the books, but I will try my best. Yeah, thank you for watching, if you want to continue watching, of course, and if you don't, I cannot do anything about it, so just, bye, I guess. And for the ones who are staying, hi, let's begin with the video. The first book that I finished last month was the second book from the Zodiac Academy series, which is Ruthless Fae. And in this book, you continue reading and knowing the main characters, the main, girls, the main characters who are twins, in case you don't know. The Vera sisters, I think is how they are named. Yeah, the Vera sisters, I think it is. You just read about her experience in the school and how they continue, working their way through it. In this book, you still see the bully romance, because apparently the first 2 books are like bully romance, and then from the second, from the third on, it is more of a revenge, trope arc. I don't know how it's specifically called, but I'm very excited to start reading the third one, because I am just very excited for that. And in this one, you see, I think if I remember right, you just see them go through the different subjects with the schools, with the classmates, and with the teachers. I remember there was this one moment that I was so intrigued about, and it was this scene, or this whole thing about a dinner. I think it was a dinner made by one of the hires, the guy hires, and the both of them, the main characters, have to go because of something, and they figure something out while being there. And I don't know what happened, I don't really remember it, but it was great. I really liked it. I rated it 3.75, because these books are not literally good, because if you read them and you know that these books are not going to be the next Jane Austen, or the next I don't know, the next Hemingway. You know these books are not going to be that, but they are very interesting and you have a lot of fun reading. That I really like them because of that reason. So I really recommend that one. And the next one that I finished was Jerk. I was very, very intrigued about it at the beginning of the book. The premise of the book sounded great to me, but then I started reading and I didn't like it. I had to push myself to finish it. I don't remember a single thing about that book at all. I remember it was about a murder, a mystery, or yes, it was serial killer or something. I don't remember anything about it, but the premise of the book sounded so well to me. I decided to pick it up, of course, but then I didn't like it. So I rated it 2 stars. I wish I could give you more information about it. I don't remember a single thing because I didn't like it. And when I don't like books, I forget about them. I'm just, no, right? No way I'm going to remember this because I didn't like it. Why would I remember something I don't like? Exactly, that's the point. Then after that one, I also read another book I didn't like, which was Atlantis. I don't know if you're gonna see this. Oh yeah, you're gonna see this before the video I made with that book in it, but I didn't like the book at all. Again, the premise was very interesting. It was about the book is about this guy who figures out that the Atlantis is actually real and that he wants to go to the Atlantis to figure to make this whole archaeological event and discovery. Yeah, I don't know what was about it. I don't know if it was because it took me a long to read, or the vocabulary, or I don't know what it was, but I didn't like it. I rated it 2 stars. I kind of remember a bit of the story. I remember this guy started liking this girl, and with this whole discovery of the Atlantis, he tries to he wants to go there to make the discovery and to make the proper event of, hey, I figured out this is actually real, please let me, this is real. And then he also wants to use that to make the girl like him more or something. I don't remember that part exactly, but the cover is very pretty and I liked the writing style. It was just, I don't know what it was. I like the writing style of some parts, so I don't know what it was about it. I just didn't like it. 2 stars. That book was not for me at all. Then I read 2 books that I loved. Oh wait, I completely forgot. I have Atlantis. I really like the cover. I don't know why I forgot. I had it. I have it here in my table. I completely forgot. But yeah, this is a book. I didn't like it. I'm sorry, but this is no. Now, the next 2 books that I read that I absolutely adored were Ace. I don't remember the full title because it is I don't even know how long, but it is called Ace. And this is a non-fiction book about asexuality and the discovery of it and the different things that have to do with asexuality. And I read it and I loved it because I read things that happened to me or that I feel that made me feel relatable with what the book is talking about, and how the author talks about it and goes around the different themes is very interesting. I really liked it. I rated it 3.75 if I'm not wrong. Yes, 3.75. I really liked it. The cover is very pretty. It's very basic but very pretty, and it was very fast to read, at least for me, and it was a topic that I really enjoyed, so I was very excited when I decided to read it because I'm doing it for a video. I got very excited to read it because of what the book was about, and then I read it and I fell in love with it because again it's very interesting. And if you don't know about sexuality or you want to know more to expand your to get a wider range on opinions, or if you want to know more because maybe you have a friend or family member who is asexual, you should definitely read it because it gives you a lot of information about the spectrum and about the different situations and how the people may feel about it being the same thing but being completely different people. This is a very good book. I really liked it. And the next book that I read that I loved was a book for university, and it was Companion Piece by Alice Smith. I adored this book, and I studied this woman in class, and I am so happy to read, not so happy, I'm very interested in the other books she has because this is the last book from her seasonal quartet, which is basically these 4 books she wrote about different topics, I guess, but all of them happen in a different season, I'm supposing. I really don't know, but each book has a different title, and each title is a season, so winter, summer, autumn, winter, spring, and summer. Though that's the order. I have them back here. But I adored this book so much, and I am so I loved her. This author, she's Scottish, and I cannot see it through the book, but I really liked it, and I feel like she picked up some things that are very English in this book that I really enjoyed. The only thing that I didn't like was that she does not use quotation marks. So basically, she's like Sally Rooney. They don't use quotation marks when they're talking or doing actual conversations, and I don't mind it, but it's very hard to read as someone who's used to quotation marks. But I really like this book, and it is all about companion and about becoming trying to make friends, and not trying to make friends, about friendship and about the relationships with people, and how the Brexit and how the COVID pandemic and everything, how that marked everyone in the world. And It was very, very interesting. I really liked it. It also talks about this bird that she becomes friends with, like the main character, and I really liked it. I loved it. There are very cool passages. I literally annotated it. I don't know if you can see it, but I annotated it quite a lot because I really, really enjoyed it. It made me think a lot, which that I like about books. When a book makes me think about something, just like if I read something and I start thinking about that thing that the book made me think of, that is something I adore about books, and that's something I adore about literature as well. So this book was a marvelous thing. I am so happy I get the chance to read it. And I rated it 4.5 because I really, really liked it. And sadly for me, the last book that I, read last month, the book that I ended the month with, I didn't like at all. I rated it 2 stars. I didn't like it. 2.5, sorry, but I didn't like it. And it was Anne, not Annie. And it's supposed to be a romance. I don't see that, but it's supposed to be a romance, sure. Okay. And it is about this girl, teenage girl whose mom is drunk, I think, or either the mom or the dad is dead. I think the dad or something. One of the parents is dead, and the other one is a drunk person, alcoholic. And so she tries to deal with her family thing while being a teenager in school and in high school. Sorry, I didn't see myself. Not portrayed, but I didn't, connect with that character or any of the other characters. I didn't like how the girls treat each other in this book. I didn't like it. It was not for me. It was very fast to read, I have to say. There are very cool sentences that I highlighted because I really liked some specific parts, but they were a couple lines or maybe a little paragraph of 3 lines. But in general terms, the book was not for me. I know I'm not a big fan of romance, but I've been trying to read more romances because I want to spread my horizons in romances. And I already know whose authors I can read that I'm gonna love, and I want to not only read those, so I want to read all the romances, and that is not really going as good as I wanted to, but I'm doing my best. So this was a romance I didn't like, but I will probably maybe read another romance next month or this summer that I maybe love. So because I don't know, I'm gonna still trying to be open to romance because that's still a very big, genre that I want to try and read. I don't want to be a main, reader of romances because that's not me. That is not me. That's never been me. That I'm a mystery, I'm a thriller, I'm a fantasy, and I like those books, and I like non-fiction, and I like literary fiction, but I'm not a romance girl, but I want to try and, spread my horizons in romances. So hopefully this summer I can read a few that I maybe enjoy more than this one. And yeah, I think that is everything. I am very happy to, have done this video. As always, I love to make videos for all of you talking about books. This was not very long, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, subscribe, turn on the notifications to get notified when I post a brand new video. And I will see you next week because I actually have all the videos that I want to post this month already prepared, which I'm very excited for. But I hope you liked the video, and I will see you in the next one.